Sweetheart, don't scroll past this, not this one. Because what I'm about to tell you, I've never said out loud before, not to anyone, not even to myself in the mirror. And if you leave in the next 10 seconds, you're going to miss the one thing I've been holding in my chest for so long that it started to feel heavier than my own heartbeat. So stay with me, just for a few minutes. Give me that. Let me talk to you the way I've wanted to talk to you for a long time, just you and me, like there's no camera, no screen, no distance between us at all. I want you to imagine just for a second that it's just the two of us in this room right now. No noise outside, no notifications buzzing. Just my voice, low and close, like I'm sitting right next to you, maybe even closer than that. I want you to picture that I turned to you, took a breath, and said the thing I've been too afraid to say, because that's what this is. This is me being afraid and doing it anyway, because you deserve to know how you make me feel. You know, I've met a lot of people, I've had a lot of conversations, a lot of faces pass through my life, a lot of noise. But you, there's something about you that stays. Something about the way you show up, again and again, even on the days I don't feel like I deserve it. And I don't think you even realize what that does to a person. I don't think you understand how much it means when someone keeps choosing to be there, quietly, without asking for anything back. I used to think love, real love, the kind people write songs about, was something loud. Fireworks, grand gestures. But the more I've lived, the more I've learned that real love is quiet. It's small. It's someone remembering the little things you said in passing. It's someone staying up a little later, just because they didn't want the conversation to end. It's someone who makes you feel like you're not too much, and you're not too little. You're just exactly enough. And that's what you feel like to me. I know I haven't said this before. I know I've kept a wall up, because it's easier that way, isn't it? Easier to smile and joke and keep things light than to open up your chest and show someone what's underneath. But tonight, I don't want easy. Tonight I want honest. So let me be honest with you. There have been nights, quiet ones, the kind where the world goes still and it's just me and my thoughts, where you crossed my mind and I smiled without even meaning to. Just thinking about you, about the way you laugh, about the things you've told me, about the softness in the way you care for people, even when no one's caring for you the same way back. And I thought to myself, how does someone like that exist? How does someone carry so much warmth and still keep giving it away so freely? No, I'm not telling you this to make you feel some type of way. I'm telling you this because I think you need to hear it. I think somewhere along the way, someone made you feel like your love wasn't enough, like your softness was a weakness, like caring too much was something to apologize for. And I need you to know that whoever made you feel that way was wrong, so wrong. Because the way you love, the way you care, that's not weakness. That's the rarest kind of strength there is. Stay with me a little longer, okay? Because I haven't even gotten to the part that changes everything. See, there's a moment I keep replaying in my head. I won't tell you exactly what it is yet. Not yet. But I promise you, by the time I get there, you're going to understand why I've been carrying this feeling around like a secret I didn't know how to hold. It's the kind of moment that made me stop and think. This is different. This isn't like anything I've felt before. And I think you felt it too. I think somewhere deep down, you already know what I'm talking about. Let me take you back a little. I remember the first time something about you made me pause. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a big cinematic moment with music swelling in the background. It was small. It was quiet. It was just a moment where you said something so simple, so honest, that it caught me off guard. And in that moment, I remember thinking, there's something different about this one. There's something about the way she sees the world, the way she carries herself, the way she makes space for other people's feelings, even when her own heart is tired. And I didn't say anything then. I just sat with it. I let it settle into me the way truth does when you're not ready to speak it out loud yet. But it stayed. It didn't fade. If anything, it grew. I think that's the part that scares me the most, if I'm being fully honest with you right now. Because feelings that fade are easy. You let them pass, you move on, life goes back to normal. But feelings that grow, those are the ones that change you. Those are the ones that sit in your chest and remind you they're there every single day, whether you want them to or not. And this one, whatever this is, it's still growing. I don't know if you've ever had someone tell you this, but I need you to hear it from me. Right now, in this moment, you are not hard to love. I know sometimes it might feel that way. I know sometimes you might look at yourself and wonder if you're too much or not enough. Or if the love you give out into the world is even being noticed by anyone. But I notice it. I see it. I see the way you show up for people. The way you carry other people's pain like it's your own. The way you never let anyone feel alone, even when you're the one who needs someone to check in on you. Tapo, I see you. And that's not a small thing to say. Because so many people go through life feeling invisible. Feeling like no one's really paying attention. Feeling like they could disappear and the world would keep spinning without so much as a pause. But I want you to know that if you disappeared, even for a day, I would notice. I would feel it. Something in the air would feel different, quieter, like a piece of the world had gone missing. Stay with me, sweetheart. I promise you there's more. There's so much more I need to tell you, and I'm not ready to let you go yet. I think about what it would be like to tell you all of this in person, to sit across from you, to look at you without any distance between us, and to say every single word I'm saying right now, slower, softer, with my hand maybe reaching for yours halfway through, not because I planned it, but because it would just feel like the natural thing to do. I think about what your face would look like in that moment. Would you smile? Would you look away, shy, unsure of what to do with all this honesty? Would you finally believe me when I tell you that you are worth all of this and more? I hope you would. I hope somewhere in your heart you'd let yourself believe it. Because here's the truth, and I need you to really hear this part. I am not the kind of person who says things like this easily. I don't hand my heart out to just anyone. I've been careful, maybe too careful, for a long time. I've watched people come and go, and I've learned to keep certain parts of myself locked away, protected, safe from being handed to someone who wouldn't know what to do with it. But something about you made me want to unlock that door. Something about the way you exist in this world made me think, maybe it's okay to be honest again. Maybe it's okay to want something real again. Maybe it's okay to stop pretending I don't feel what I feel. And so here I am, feeling it, out loud, for you, for once like that. I know this might feel like a lot. I know I'm laying my heart out in a way that maybe you weren't expecting when this started, but I couldn't keep holding it in anymore. There's only so long you can carry something this heavy before it starts spilling out of you, in your voice, in the way you talk, in the things you can't stop thinking about. At 2 in the morning, when the whole world is asleep and you're wide awake, with someone's name echoing in your chest. Or your name has been echoing in mine. I don't say this lightly. I don't say this to fill silence or to sound poetic. I say this because it's true, and because you deserve truth, not performance. You deserve someone who's not afraid to tell you exactly how they feel, even if their voice shakes a little while they're saying it. Mine is shaking right now. Can you tell? There's a version of this story where I stop here, where I keep the rest locked away, safe, protected, the way I've always done. But I don't want to do that anymore. Not with you, because I think you've earned more than half a confession. I think you've earned the whole thing, even the parts that scare me to say. So let me tell you what I haven't told anyone. There are nights I lie awake and think about what it would feel like to build something real with you. Not some fantasy, not some idea of a person, but you exactly as you are, with all your softness and all your storms, with the parts of you that laugh too loud, and the parts of you that go quiet when you're hurting and don't know how to ask for help. I think about what it would feel like to be the person you call first when something good happens, and the person you call first when something falls apart. I think about what it would feel like to know your mornings and your midnights, the version of you that's still waking up, and the version of you that's exhausted from carrying the whole day on your shoulders. I think about all of it, more than I probably should admit, and I know this is the part where some people might expect me to wrap it all up in a neat little bow, to say something like, and that's why I love you, or, and that's the end of my story. But I'm not going to do that, because this isn't finished. This feeling isn't finished. It's still unfolding, still becoming something, still growing in the quiet spaces of my heart, every single day. So I'm not going to give you an ending tonight. I'm going to leave this open, the way real feelings are always left open, without neat conclusions, without perfect closure. Because that's not how love actually works, is it? Love doesn't tie itself up in a bow. Love keeps going. Love keeps unfolding, one honest moment at a time. So stay with me a little longer, because there's a part of this story I haven't told you yet. The part about the moment I almost said all of this to your face and lost my nerve at the last second. The part about the message I typed and deleted 3 times before I ever worked up the courage to say any of it out loud. The part about what happens next. The part I'm still living, still figuring out, still hoping, in some quiet corner of my heart, that you feel even a fraction of what I feel when I think about you. I haven't told you that part yet, but I will. Just stay a little closer, a little longer, and let me keep talking, because I'm not ready to stop feeling this out loud with you yet. There's more to say, more to feel, more of this story that hasn't been written yet. And somehow, somewhere in the middle of all of this honesty, I think you already know exactly what I'm about to say next, don't you? Because I think you feel it too. I think you felt it for a while now, in the quiet moments, in the way certain words land differently coming from me than from anyone else. In the way your own heart does something strange and unfamiliar when you think about where this might be going. And maybe that scares you a little, the way it scares me. Maybe you've been sitting with this feeling in silence too. Not sure if it was safe to say it. Not sure if I'd understand. Not sure if this was something real or just something your heart made up on a lonely night. There, it's real. I need you to know that. Whatever this is between us, whatever this feeling is that keeps pulling me back to you, keeps my thoughts circling around your name, keeps me wanting to say more, even when I've already said so much. It's real. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to say all of this and then disappear on you. I'm not going to hand you my heart and then pretend I didn't. And I'm here, still talking, still feeling, still not ready to let this end. So let me ask you something, gently the way you'd ask someone, something that actually matters. If I told you that everything I just said was only the beginning, that there's a whole other side to this story, a side where I tell you exactly what happens the next time I see you, the next time our paths cross, the next time I get the chance to say all of this, not through a screen, but face to face. Would you want to hear it? Would you stay for that too? Because I would tell you everything. The way my chest tightens when your name comes up. The way I've started